The internet wants you to believe you need 3 side hustles and a drop shipping business to be wealthy. That's a massive lie designed to sell you online courses. You open up social media and see some 19-year-old screaming about how you need to grind until your eyes bleed. But what if I told you the real secret to wealth requires doing absolutely nothing? Today, I'm showing you the lazy way to build wealth. I'm going to show you a system that does the heavy lifting while you sleep peacefully in a hammock. And I'm not talking about complex day trading or gambling on crypto. I'm talking about cold hard math and simple systems. You don't need a second job to escape the rat race. You just need to change the rules of the game you're playing. So what exactly is this new game?
To understand the new game, you have to look at how broken the old game is. Meet David. David is a 45-year-old project manager making decent money. He works 60 hours a week, answers emails on weekends, and feels completely exhausted. He's doing everything society told him to do. He went to college, got the safe job, and put cash in a savings account. But David's trapped. Every time he gets a raise, he buys a slightly nicer car or a bigger TV. He's running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. He's trading his most valuable, non-renewable resource, his time, for tiny little pieces of paper. And the kicker is that those pieces of paper are losing value every single day. So why is David still broke and stressed out while the lazy guy next door is retiring early?
The lazy guy next door understands the ultimate secret of wealth creation. He knows that trading time for money is a complete scam. Think about it. There are only 24 hours in a day. If your income is directly tied to the hours you clock in, your wealth has a hard mathematical ceiling. You literally can't work enough hours to become truly wealthy without dying of exhaustion first. David's hustling, trying to start a side gig walking dogs at night. He's burning himself out for an extra $500 a month. But the lazy investor doesn't buy a second job. The lazy investor buys income-producing assets. You want your money to put on a hard hat, grab a lunch pail, and go to work for you. And this brings me to the biggest lie you've been sold about saving your hard-earned cash.
Your entire life you've been told to save your money in a bank. But keeping a massive pile of cash in a traditional savings account is financial suicide. Let me explain why. Inflation is the invisible thief hiding under your mattress. If inflation's running at 3 or 4% and your bank pays you a fraction of a percent, you're actually losing purchasing power every single year. You're getting poorer safely. A $10K emergency fund is fine, but hoarding $50K or $100K in cash is a disaster. You might as well just set a pile of $20 bills on fire in your backyard. The banks take your cheap deposits, lend them out at massive interest rates, and keep the huge profits. They're playing the new game while you're stuck playing the old one. If cash is bleeding out, where exactly should you put it to stop the bleeding? You have to stop hoarding cash and start buying what I call freedom certificates. Imagine you have $1,000. If you keep it as cash, it just sits there slowly dying. But if you invest it in the right asset, that $1,000 transforms. It isn't a piece of paper anymore. It's a certificate that guarantees you a free steak dinner every single year for the rest of your life, paid for by dividends and growth. You spend $1,000 once, and the asset buys you steak forever. That's what an income-producing asset is. You aren't just buying stocks. You're buying tiny little robots that print money while you're at the beach. You want to accumulate enough of these robots so that they cover your living expenses completely. But how do you actually buy this magic money-printing machine without losing your shirt?
You completely ignore the Wall Street hype and you just buy the entire haystack. Don't look for the needle in the haystack. Buy the haystack. I'm talking about broad market index funds, specifically the S&P 500. When you buy a share of an S&P 500 index fund, you're buying a tiny slice of the 500 largest, most profitable companies in America. You're letting Apple, Microsoft, and Google work for you. Their CEOs are stressing out, missing their kids' baseball games, and grinding 80 hours a week just to make you richer. And the best part? It's dirt cheap to own and takes zero effort to manage. You don't have to read a 10Q report. You don't have to watch financial news. So you buy the index, then what? When do you get to quit your job?
You get to quit your job when you've bought your time back, bill by bill. This is the absolute core of the anti-hustle financial independence philosophy. You don't need $20 million to be free. You just need to build your asset column until it pays your expenses. Start small. Invest enough so the dividends pay your internet bill forever. Then keep going until your assets pay your cell phone bill, then your car insurance, then your groceries, then your mortgage. Every time you cross one of those milestones, you've permanently eliminated a stressor from your life. You're literally buying back slices of your freedom. You aren't flexing a luxury car on social media. You're flexing the ability to sleep until 10 in the morning on a Tuesday. And this changes your entire relationship with your paycheck. But there's one massive trap you have to avoid first.
The trap is lifestyle creep and consumer debt. You can't buy your freedom if you're constantly mortgaging your future to look rich today. Society wants you financing a $90,000 truck at 8% interest. They want you carrying a balance on a credit card for clothes you don't even wear. That's exactly how the system traps you in the rat race. Every dollar of high-interest consumer debt is a literal ball and chain tied to your ankle. When you owe money to the bank, they own your time. You're forced to wake up to an alarm clock and drive to a job you hate just to make the minimum payments. You have to aggressively destroy your high-interest debt before you can really start playing the easy mode game. So how do you escape the debt trap and start playing the new game on easy mode?
You automate everything. The lazy way to wealth requires completely removing your own willpower from the equation. Human beings are emotional creatures. You panic, you get greedy, so you have to build a machine that saves you from yourself. You set up your accounts so that the moment your paycheck hits your bank, a portion of it's automatically transferred to your investment account and used to buy your index funds. You never even see the money. You don't have to make a choice to save. It just happens in the background while you sleep. You just, live your life on whatever's left over. This is how you guarantee success. You make the right choice automatic and the wrong choice difficult. But what happens when the market crashes? Do you just lose everything you worked for?
Market crashes are completely normal, and in the new game, they're actually a massive opportunity. The financial media will scream that the sky's falling. They'll try to scare you into selling everything at the exact wrong time. But you have to shift your mindset right now. A recession isn't a catastrophe. It's a discount sale on the world's best companies. If you walk into a store and see that your favorite shoes are 50% off, you don't run away screaming, you buy them. Stocks are the exact same way. When the market drops 20%, your automated investing system is just buying more shares for the exact same amount of money. You're getting a screaming deal on income-producing assets. And that brings up the real reason the rich want you to panic during a recession. Wealth isn't destroyed in a market crash. It's simply transferred from the impatient to the patient. When everyday retail investors panic and sell their index funds at the bottom, who do you think is buying those shares? The rich institutional investors who actually understand the game. They're scooping up your assets at a massive discount, and then they'll sell them back to you at a premium when the market recovers and you feel safe again. By doing absolutely nothing and letting your automated system run during a crash, you refuse to participate in that wealth transfer. You hold on to your assets, you let the market recover, which historically it always has, you stay entirely lazy, and you end up richer on the other side. So if you're just sitting there doing nothing, how fast can this actually grow?
It grows exponentially thanks to compound interest. Ah, the eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest is simply the interest you earn on your interest. In the beginning, it feels incredibly slow and boring. You invest $1,000 and maybe you make $100 in a year. Big deal, right? But then you leave that $100 in the account, and the next year you earn money on the original $1,000 plus the new $100. Over a decade or two, the math goes completely parabolic. Your money starts making more money than you make at your day job. The snowball gets so massive that it generates enough momentum to replace your entire salary. You just have to sit back and let the math do the heavy lifting. But there's a catch. You have to start right now. And here's exactly why. The most important ingredient in compound interest isn't how much money you invest. It's how much time you give that money to grow. Time is the one thing you can absolutely never get back. Every year you wait to start investing is a massive financial penalty to your future wealth. If you start investing in your 20s, it's a breeze. If you wait until your 40s, you have to save aggressively just to catch up. The cost of procrastination is literal millions of dollars in lost growth. You don't need a perfect strategy. You don't need to wait until you have $10K saved up in the bank. You just need to get your money into the market as soon as humanly possible, even if it's just $50 a week. So what is the very first step you need to take today before you go to sleep tonight?
The very first step is dead simple. You open up a brokerage account at a low-cost provider like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. You don't need to hire an expensive financial advisor who's going to charge you 1% of your entire net worth every year. You do it yourself, online in 10 minutes. You link your checking account, you set up a recurring weekly transfer, and you buy a broad market index fund. That's it. You've officially built the foundation of your money printing machine. You can finally stop worrying about the latest crypto coin or starting a grueling side hustle. You can just focus on your life, your family, and enjoying your hobbies while the market builds your wealth in the background. And once you do that, you're officially playing the new game. But I need to make one thing crystal clear before I go.
I have to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. Everything I've shared today is just my own personal strategy and philosophy for the easy mode life. My goal is purely to educate and inform. You absolutely need to do your own research and understand your own risk tolerance before you put a single dollar into the market. But I really want to hear from you. What is the very first bill you're going to buy back with your investments? Is it your internet bill? Your car insurance? Let me know down in the comments below. I read every single one. If you want to permanently escape the rat race and learn how to make money the lazy way, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.